initiative. The water-walking large spiders have revealed themselves and begun their attack.
Will you allow me to do a intelligence check to see if I know what these are? Or
Sure.
is it pretty obvious that they're spiders of some sort?
I mean, they are obviously spiders of some sort.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think I would know like what type. Basically, I'm gonna try something that I haven't tried yet. So knowing that they can hear me because of that trait, I'm actually gonna try to intimidate this one and try to scare him off by, I guess, like smacking my shield really hard, like making a lot of noise or something.
I just want to point out that you can speak with beasts and plants, but not monstrosities.
Oh shit!
These
Do I
aren't
know
just,
this
like,
is a monstrosity?
spiders. Well, you know it's not a normal fucking spider.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. That scares me a little bit more. Okay. Well then, we're gonna start off with this because I don't think I feel confident in climbing up there. I'm gonna cast that to smack him, and
Okay.
so a little bit of damage to him.
Oh, spirit weapon.
Spirit weapon.
I have a
yeah.
thing for that now. Check it out. I know you saw it earlier, but
I did.
bam.
So
Yeah.
I guess I'll put that just like wherever right beside him. That works.
Okay.
Smack him with it, and because that was that, I have to use one of these. I'll throw a sacred flame as my action.
Okay. Pillar of sacred fire scorches the rock as the large spider wiggles
Good
out of
roll.
the way.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah, it is partially burned.
Yeah, that's
Just a
my
little
turn.
singed. Okay. Right. It now. Oh, it's gonna spin in a circle.
Fancy spider.
Step over. Oh, you know what? No, it's a semi-intelligent beast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay.
I get opportunity attack when it enters my reach.
Okay.
So
Do you
where's
have a
my
weapon
thing?
ready?
Have I not had enough time to ready a weapon off my reaction?
Well, I don't know. I don't know that you get to ready a weapon as part of a reaction. Let's see. I'm fine with it if it says so. Draw weapon. Does drawing a weapon take an action? Here is you can do it in turn with your movement in action. You can draw or pick up a weapon without using an action, but only one of them. If the player's hand with blah 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 dual wielder, draw or stow when you would normally be able to draw or stow only one. I feel like we've talked about this before, and I know that as part of like movement or as part of your action, you can. Interact with one object or feature of the environment for free during either your move or action.
So that's not actually just like a given with an initiative roll, huh?
No, because you that determines the order in which you act.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be a bastard about it for now, so go ahead. But I'm gonna look it up because I think I want to put more emphasis on like actually donning armor and stuff.
Sure. I think I can make the argument that we're on edge, so we probably were ready for something.
I mean, that's fine. That's fine. So go ahead and make your attack.
All right. Uh, blah,
Well, nice try.
and it's a miss.
Yes. Okay. So you swing the crozier wildly, just like ripping it off your back and whirling it around, and it just kind of crouches low
Mhm.
as the thing swings over. And then it's going to leap at you with its salivating and hissing mandibles, finding a way to puncture deep past
I believe I
the
can
armor
turn
that
that
you're wearing.
into a thing as a reaction, a normal hit. I just want to double check
Okay.
because it's been a while. Yeah, I can see him and he's within 30 feet. There's not really a thing to
Okay.
cast, but it's this here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll the attack again so that it takes
Sure.
the crit off.
Mm-hmm.
8. It injects poison deep inside of you. You are able to resist the effect. Much so. It's a nice big chomp. Not paralyzed. And then as a bonus action, whoop.
God damn it.
What?
There is a faint blue shimmer before it just disappears from view. Petalin, you have the initiative.
Okay. I am going. Serious? Stop it. Go on. Sorry. Okay. I am going to cast haste on Egg,
Okay.
and then I am going to ready Eldritch Blast if the spider reappears within I guess attacking distance of any of us three. Like 5 feet of any of us three.
Wait, what?
Can I ready to cast Eldritch Blast?
Yes. What's the condition?
If the spider reappears within 5 feet of any of the three of us.
Okay.
And
Right.
that'll end my
Anything?
turn.
Okay. Egg.
Well, my target has vanished, so I'm going to just run over and guard Petalin and what's the defensive actions?
I think defend is just one of the actions you can
Dodge.
Well,
I think
there's
dodge.
dodge. Yeah.
So I will take the dodge action. So attacks have a disadvantage against me.
Okay. Until the beginning of your next turn, is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See. God fucking damn it. That's so annoying. Just show me what it is. Focus entirely until the start of your next turn. The attack rolled made you can choose disadvantage if you can see the attacker, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. Okay. All right. Then top of the round. 1, 2, 3. You really only have. Yep. Okay. And then it too begins to shimmer slightly before disappearing. Udinar, the initiative is yours.
Okay. Gonna move here, and kind of the same idea to protect Pedalin. And I'm going to move as my bonus action my weapon to the last, like beside the last known location of that spider.
Okay.
Can I ready an action that if an spider comes within my melee range to hit him as hard as I can with my shovel? I guess I'll just do a shovel attack.
Yeah. So readying a melee attack if an enemy appears within range of you.
Yeah, melee range.
Okay. All right. Does readying an action, do you lose that at the top of the turn? Because I think that only lasts until the end of the turn.
Probably. Or does
Yes.
that last till my turn?
Yeah.
Which
thought it
No.
went
lets
until
you
your
act
next
using your
turn.
reaction before the start of your next turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
start of your next turn.
I'm sorry, what's the wording on it?
The
You
start
can
of
take the
your
ready
next
action on
turn.
your turn, which lets you act using your reaction before the start of your next turn.
Okay, so it lasts until the start of your next turn. Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it would probably do this. So
Also, you have the option to ignore your thing, even if you set it up.
I see.
Okay, so with my reaction, I get to Eldritch Blast that.
Hold on. Hmm. Thing out. Bonus action phase, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this does count as attacking from stealth. So when it reappears and attacks, it has advantage. And since you... That's a really good question here. You were dodging, but dodging
Yes.
requires you to be able to see it. Well, you can see it now, but it's attacking from stealth.
Oh god.
I'm just... yeah. So technically you couldn't see it as it attacked. I'm just going to cancel them out for now until I can clarify that later. So this time, just a normal. All right, that's a hit. Sinks its mandibles into you. Dealing 7 damage.
What about my reaction?
Hold on. Okay, do your reaction.
Okay. I wanted to hit it before it attacked so that I could push it back before it chomped egg. But that doesn't look like it would work.
Well, because it attacks from stealth, so you don't even see it until after it's attacked.
Sure.
Wow. All right.
So you have hit it and
Bam, bam.
damaged it. Are you pushing it back?
Yes, I'll push it back.
How far?
I'll push it back the full 20 feet.
Okay.
Do I get a reaction attack for it leaving my reach?
No, because it didn't willingly do so.
Gotcha.
I just kind of blasted it.
Oh man, what a
Mhm.
wombo combo if that worked.
Yeah, well, there's lots of those if that works, and that's why it
Mhm.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you use the shove action and just trigger everybody's AFOs. All right, so you blast it twice after it has attacked Egg. It gets pushed back 20 feet. You've utilized the magic of the eye once again, and so I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
You feel the eye begin to warm up, but you will it back down and just exert your persona over the influence that you could feel kind of like seeping into your mind, and there's just this soft laughter in the back of your mind. It's pushed back. Petalin, you have the initiative.
Okay. We don't know where that other spider is. Ugh. Okay. I am going to on this wounded boy. I'm gonna cast. I think I'll cast Mordrax. No, I will not. I'll cast Chaos Bolt on him again. That's a miss.
Chaos Bolt sails past.
And then I think that I will. Can I ready another action as a reaction?
You don't have a reaction anymore.
Well, that was before the start of my turn. So now that it's my turn, I get another one.
No, you get one reaction per round.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
That should be the end of my turn.
Okay. Yeah, because readying your action used your reaction up
No,
to
I
now.
gotcha.
So
Yeah.
Okay. Egg, you have the initiative.
All right, I see a thing. I'm gonna go try and hit it.
You were able to easily walk on top of the surface of the water.
Mm-hmm. Blat. Swing at it.
That is a blat. Kafka-esque punctures begin to appear on the spider's back as Egg blindingly with blinding fury and speed, swings the white steel crozier. A blue pasty blood.
I'll use my extra attacks from haste. Ugh. There
Nice.
we go.
Nice.
As you slaughter the large water-walking spider.
So I used 20 movement to get here, so I should be able to get back to Petalin.
Okay. And you even have more movement.
Yep. But that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So now you have a reaction because we're at the top of the round.
Yes.
I gotcha.
That. Do this. Phases out.
It's just like spotting a spider with a rolled up newspaper.
A very dense, rolled up, thunderous newspaper. Yes.
I think that's a very
It's a-
big
it's-
spider. Yes.
Yeah,
exactly the same.
it's a newspaper with a noisemaker inside of it. Or like one of those rain sticks.
Yes.
All right. Sensing blood, This spider leaps out from the ethereal plane, attacking Egg.
I cast Gravity Well on Egg
Okay.
as my reaction.
What does that do?
That imposes disadvantage on melee and ranged attacks against Egg.
Okay, so they cancel out. So it misses. Nothing else takes effect. Already used its bonus action. So Udanar, you have the initiative.
Cheap motherfucker. All right. I'm going to
Gravity Well,
move.
by the way, does have an effect that you can apply to him.
Oh, it does. Let me put that on you there. Hang on. Bloop bloop.
Okay, I'll wait for.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Should-
It's good.
Should do that. Effect. Gravity Well.
Just makes it so much easier to track
There.
when it's done.
There. Okay. Okay.
This fucking spider, dude. I can't believe it. Right out of melee range. So, gonna move that there as the bonus action and swing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, I hit the wrong button. Okay. So that
It does hit.
smack it.
Spiritual shovel carves out pieces of exoskeleton.
And then I myself am just gonna fucking swing at this thing.
And yet another, as it is bombarded by shovels.
And that's my turn.
You're going to dig it an early grave.
Hopefully.
Dead. Pick something here. Nope. Petalin, you have the initiative.
Okay. I cast Eldritch Blast. Oh, nice. 2 hits. Cool.
You are attacking Egg.
Oh, I am attacking Egg.
Oh
I'm sorry.
god. Egg, no.
I thought I forgot to take the thing off of him. My bad. Egg, give yourself 16 health back.
Already an action to cut off Petalin's head because she is treacherous.
No.
Clearly, she is in league with the spiders.
Yeah, exactly.
I take it all back.
Oh,
So, Egg, I think I damaged you for 6. So you can give that back. And then
no,
just
you,
put
so
that
you
on
did, you did
on the
16.
spider. Well, then, okay. Yeah.
It still rolled everything right on the spider. You just had a casualty on it too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have as the blasts of eldritch energy just kind of punch through the exoskeleton, it does that thing where it kind of flops over it onto its back and its legs tighten up into a curl around it and it starts
Ugh.
to sink into the squelching mud of the bog.
Gross. Okay, that will end my turn.
All right. Egg, you have the initiative.
I'm sorry, Egg.
Wasn't real. It didn't happen.
It's just
I'm used to things seeming like they happened, but they didn't happen. Being around Lavinia. So
Too
there are
bad
no
she's
living.
gone forever now.
I will just step through Petalin to now step over here to this side and ready an attack if something comes to attack me. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, so you're readying an attack if something comes within range of you?
Yes,
Okay.
comes within my reach.
Okay. Again, blood in the water. They're definitely going after one target in particular, as it appears, and leaps out to attack Egg. Somehow missing, even with its stealth advantage. Udanar, you have the initiative.
Well, I get my reaction, don't I?
Yeah, if you have your reaction, go ahead. Sorry. I know you literally just told me about it.
Yep. But I miss.
You attack too early as it's still phasing into existence and just pass through the creature's body.
I really expected it to hit me, so I
Yeah.
was free.
Yeah.
I changed my angle just enough, but
Sure.
All right. So doing this gong show all over again. I really need to fix how my things are, because some of them don't show up unless I click a certain display option, so I'll look into that. Damn, spiritual, that feeling when your spiritual weapon swings better than you do.
Yeah. Well, it's, to be fair, it's guided by the gods.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be better than you.
Very true.
You have cantrips that scale way better than that shovel, right?
I mean, I have like 2 that scale better that I could use.
Yeah. Like, Touch of the Grave should scale better. Like, at this point, it should be doing, like, 2d10, I think?
Yeah. True.
And should have the same bonus to hit. But
That's all right.
Now you know. Now you
Mhm.
know. Okay, so you take chunks out of the water walking phasing spider. All right, are you finished?
Yes.
All right. In that case, appearing from above, like a rocket with fire surrounding him and a lady in his arms, descends a great red Ifriti.
God.
Uh-oh.
Then gently places on the ground Madame Beldam. And
Who is wet and disheveled?
promptly ends the life of the spider there, which for some reason it wasn't targeting him, but that's 26 damage. That's more than enough. Just roll it again. There we go. As he absolutely splatters the spider, bisecting it with his great flaming scimitar, or scimitar whose blade looks like a flame. He then stands there and looks at Lavinia. Says, "What is your command?"
Keep the meter running for now.
It might be nice if we could go to treetop. If that
There's
was-
been a situation.
What happened?
Oriana had announced that I was killed by Lautrec. And knowing that was a lie, I revealed myself. And she called me an imposter and had the guards attack me. I once again jumped from treetop to make an escape and promptly made my way here. But as I was falling, one of the elders told me that I need to return.
So you won?
I suppose, yeah, that probably would have been good to lead with, yes.
It certainly doesn't feel like you won.
Congratulations, Madam Elder.
I'm not quite sure why the guards are still attacking me, but it seems that the elders do believe that I'm not an imposter and wish for me to come back. How much time would you say has passed getting from where I was to here on the Ifriti?
20 minutes.
Okay, I still got 40 minutes or so to putz around with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is it worth going back to town with the Afridi, demanding an audience with the elders?
that seems worthwhile to me. While we've got him.
Well,
Smoke
we've
him while
got
we've
him.
got him.
Fuck, sure, whatever.
Why not?
Oh my god.
So continue on through the bog.
Oh, won't that take up all of our 40 minutes? I mean, we're kind of wandering around here.
Honestly, don't know how long it'll take. I've never been this way.
The Afridi can maybe carry 2 people at best.
Like Udanar is going to be a single trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be 3 trips. No, at a bare minimum.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh,
you guys are probably still a 10-minute flight.
Well, I want to
here
use
to
the
treetop.
Afridi for intimidation factor.
I understand. That's why I'm telling you. 10-minute flight. If
I
you
think-
have him fly you there.
I think it's more important that you go and I'll continue walking. We can meet up at some point after.
Like I think Lavinia and Pedalin could go.
Yeah.
And then you'd still have 30 minutes of Ifriti. But if you send
Yeah.
him back to get Egg or Udanar, then you're only going to have 10 minutes of Ifriti.
mm-hmm.
Because it'll be 10 minutes back and 10 minutes there, so that eats up 30.
I think Egg and I should just slowly make our way there and then meet up with you guys.
Okay.
Um,
I'm going to give...
in the midst of all of this conversation, there is a wet splorch as a small familiar face pops up in the mud and begins sniffing at the Afridi, who lowers his sword and points it at it and looks at Madame Beldam and says, "Kill this one
No,
too."
no. That one's fine.
So he takes the edge of his sword and just like pushes follower away and leaves a fairly deep rut in the mud.
Okay. So...
So 2 of us head back, try and sort things out through a show of force, which probably is not the best idea, but
Well,
it's
not-
honestly all we've got.
So who's going back? You could take if you take 2, you could take 2 of anybody except Udanar.
Well, Egg doesn't like heights, so I think Pedalun wins by default.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna need another survival check from Udanar and Egg. Just
Yep.
Sure.
Egg,
ahead
I'm
and
going to
get
give
them
you
through
a
the bog.
guidance boop.
Okay.
I suppose I could cast that on myself as well. Might as well.
yes.
So it's on me?
Yeah. But you're going to have to roll it because I don't think I have the effect in
Oh yeah, I don't have the effect either, so I'll roll it as well. It's just a D4, right?
Yeah, it's just a D4.
I like how violently you rolled that D4. It like
So-
aggressively bounced off the edges.
So 16 and 15.
Okay. Then actually that is just enough to not have another combat going back into town. You will arrive wet, sweaty, and muddy despite the chill of winter. Of course, saltwater has a much lower freezing temperature, so It's very uncomfortable. Let's put it that way.
Great.
Madame Beldam and Pedalin, you are carried aloft through the air and deposited with very little pomp or circumstance at the edge of Treetop. The Afridi says, "Is there anywhere particular that you want to be left, or will this suffice?"
Oh, I wanted to like majestically come down into the center of town.
Yeah, into like near the heart tree, I think.
Okay, so you want to get dropped off at the heart?
Not dropped off, like still standing on his hand.
Oh, he's just like holding you. He doesn't fly with you in his hands. Like he
What?
grips. He basically scruffs you.
I know, we're trying to set a mood here.
So he's brought you to the edge of town. You've landed. There's not really anybody around. Now what? You want to like sit on his hand and have him hover fly you to the heart tree?
Yes.
Am I reading that correct? Okay, sure. And pedal in.
I don't care how he holds me, just so long as I don't get dropped.
All right. So like a sack of grain under one arm is pedal in, and then sitting pomp and prim on top of his other hand is Madame Beldam.
Which I put
he
my tiara back on too.
Right. He kind of looks at you and makes a gesture that there isn't really a lot of room for him, but he'll do his best.
Don't touch the ground, like float menacingly above the ground.
As you command. Man, my scale is so off. I gotta fix this. Hold on.
They got back to Treetop, and it was just all giant fish everywhere.
Yeah, all fish, all the time. I believe. Oh wow, that like perfect. I'm the best. Lavinia Beldam. You're gonna have to zoom in here a lot, just so you know. Edelyn. Afridi. It may come as no surprise to you that a large flying red devil, or whatever you want to call him, garners some attention as it flies through the air. And so, as you alight at the entrance to the heart tree, you find yourself greeted by the four elders, as well as Oriana and Raspberrium. Oriana, where is Raspberrium? There he is. No, there he is. There we go. There. So he's holding you up, hovering in the air just a few inches above the bridge. He's got Pedalin tucked under his arm, and Oriana steps forward in front of the elders, places her sword on the, just like point down, between you, and says, "Why have you returned, imposter, and give me one reason why I shouldn't have you slain where you stand."
Hopefully bold in front of the Afridi, but okay.
Do you want to talk or me?
No, I'll talk.
Okay.
I've come to claim my rightful seat and dismiss these lies of me being an imposter, and sort out why you and your men have been accosting me during my time here.
She opens her mouth to speak, but as she does so, one of the elders reaches out and lays a gentle hand on her shoulder, and she immediately closes her mouth. She steps aside, and he steps forward, and he says, "These are serious allegations that have been placed before us, and Oriana has long been an upstanding and well-serviced member of Treetop. It would be foolish for us to cast aside her words and take those of a foreigner, despite your assistance and your deeds. However, we are willing to treat with you if you wish to come within the heart tree and have your words be spoken truthfully."
I only seek to clear whatever misunderstanding has been presented here.
He gestures for you to follow behind and heads into the heart tree where the great doors still remain open.
I'll hop down from the Afridi hand.
Okay. So he's gonna lead the way. Oriana's gonna stay there. Raspberrium has been silent this entire time. He's gonna walk up front. And so as you guys kind of pass through, you'll notice that one elder is hanging back. And as the Afridi gets close, he looks at you and says, "You'll need to dismiss your pet, or I'll do it for you."
I'll give like the Afridi a hand wave, like you're free to go.
He looks at you and shrugs, and then just, poof. "What do you need? Poof. What do you need?" No, he's gone. So the other elder kind of falls in line behind you, and they lead you deep within the heart tree. I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Too big.
Well, that's great.
Oh, at the worst time.
I'm gonna add my favorite of the gods to put 2d4 onto that. So mine is 17.
All right. Because Pedalin is with you, you are lucky enough that while Madame Beldam won't remember what was said, Pedalin will, so you guys get to play this out.
Let me get my notes ready.
You are led deep into the bowels of the heart tree, which is lit with this like faint blue glow, or more like a teal within. There is no unnatural lighting to be seen anywhere within. Yet you find the dim lighting very comforting. The sweet smell of almonds, it just fills your nostrils, and there is a thick vaporous clouds that begin to seep up through cracks in the floor as they go to a large spiral staircase that winds downward and downward. You notice that each of the elders' eyes appear to be mildly glazed over, but Raspberrium and Oriana have both affixed some sort of mask to their face as they entered. Eventually, you get down into a small chamber with just a single table and 5 seats around it. The elders turn to you and say, "Apologies, but this chamber is typically reserved only for elder members of the city. But given the of the village, but given the serious allegations at bay and levied against you, we felt it was necessary to have our conversation here." Oriana has levied the accusation that you are an impostor brought forth by the party that Lautric travels with, whose goals are none other than to disrupt the heart ward of Treetop, destroy the village, and make away with whatever treasures you can to fuel and power your, devilish organization, whatever their goals may be. We understand that it is our understanding that Lautric saw fit to have Lavinia, or perhaps yourself, assassinated when he learned that he was not the victor of the election itself, so that he could be, by default, the winner. However, Oriana and her group were able to track down the prince, break into his estate, and unfortunately, in the attempt of capturing him, it appears that he was slain. Thus, the elder seat falls by default to Raspberrium, the apothecary, and again, long-standing good member in good faith of Treetop. What say you to these allegations?
I say they are untrue.
Well, yes, but surely there's more to it than your words.
We are we are we have no affiliation with Lautrick, and we are not here to destroy or damage the Heart Ward in any way.
Again, words are wind. What meat, what proof do you have that any of what you say is true? What reason do we have to believe you over someone who has served this village with naught but the interest of the village at heart for as long as these two have?
For as long as we've been traveling, we've been consistently attacked by this House of Scales. This has not been our first encounter with them, and I'm sure it won't be our last. So why would we have a motive to be working for them?
If Oriana is to be believed, then you're nothing other than an imposter, a fake, a dupe, as it were.
So what can I do for you to prove that I am the true Lavinia Beldam?
Well, Lavinia Beldam or not, you need to prove that Lavinia Beldam's goals aren't as she claims, or as Oriana claims them to be.
Did we not bring back the cure for the blight from Eldrick's Woods? A cure which allowed Raspberrium himself to be cured of the infection?
Raspberrium developed a cure for the blight over some time. Your actions, as they were reported to us, were merely that you slew the beast responsible.
Shit. uh, trying to think of what we have in our.
We do have the contract against Udinar.
They can't read it. What about
What do you mean they can't read it?
the contract against Udinar was in that strange language, wasn't it? And
It
we
was
had to
in a
use
la-
the. We
It was
had
in
to
a
use.
language that none of us could read. It doesn't mean it's a strange language.
Well, we can give it to him if you think that that would help.
I mean, anything at this point.
All right. Well, so what about also the notes from Grills with the, you know, the signature
Well, we
from.
handed those over to the Herald.
Oh yeah,
remember?
we did. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, so yeah, we'll give them the contract out on Udinar.
Okay. You guys remember what the contract stated?
I have it in my
Yeah.
notes.
Because I thought I had it here in the OneNote, but I may have misplaced it.
The cleric must die. Divine magic is the greatest sin against our aims. If he travels with others, they may be spared this one time only. Be mindful of his power as he wields the strength of a creature that dares calls itself a god.
Okay. So they're gonna look that over, and they're gonna say this is intriguing and certainly damning evidence to support that the House of Scales wants that monstrous companion of yours dead. And is there anything else? Again, you need to prove to us that Oriana is lying. because unfortunately Lautric cannot be brought up to speak on anybody's behalf. His body was burned at the estate.
The ones who carried that contract also carried this. And I will take out the ring and shake it and get the other piece of paper that we have from that encounter.
Persuasion.
I'm not even in the game because I was looking at my inventory.
Me too.
Is that why none of your inventories are actually correct in Fantasy Grounds? Because you
Mine is
Mhm.
100% correct.
Okay. Sorry, I've only looked at Lavinia's and I think Petalin's.
No, they still use the Google Drive.
Oh. All right. What was the other piece of paper in there?
Ensure that the prince stays out of trouble. Keep him away from the women of the city as much as possible until the election is secured. If need be, confine him to his quarters under my authority. Seek out knowledge on your opponents and dispose of them as you see fit. Do not outright slay any of them or draw suspicion to yourself. The prince will arrive 1 week after you. That should be ample time to prepare for what needs to be done. His radiance.
All right. So they're gonna
We
look
were
this over.
we were
Go ahead.
attacked by Lautric's men. We were not associated with them.
Okay. So that holds true that Lautric assassinated or attempted to assassinate or did assassinate Lavinia Beldam, yet you're standing before me claiming to be Lavinia Beldam. We've spoken with you before when you originally tendered your name to us to become an elder.
And unfortunately, due to whatever magics you have in this chamber, my memories had been wiped of our previous encounter.
They all look at each other and kind of chuckle and they say, yes, that is by design. In fact, our intent here is that you will leave and have no recollection of this chamber. Of course, that will depend on whether or not your words are found to be truthful. And of course, if you become an elder, then you'll be subject to a few different rituals, which would render you immune to the more malevolent effects of our wondrous plant. It is a pre-sundering artifact and ancient form of life. Regardless, it seems that you have some damning proof here. Oriana, what have you to say for yourself? And she's kind of tight-lipped. She looks over at Resbarium, who you can see is just like seething with rage, but not saying anything. He eventually places his hand calmly on the table and says, "These outsiders have naught but the ill will of Treetop in their hearts." It says, "Oriana was simply doing what I asked her to do. But when I heard the rumblings that an outsider would be elected elder, and when Oriana and I discovered that these outsiders were merely after the heart ward of this great village and would prevent us from ever becoming a township or city on our own, especially when they mentioned the damnable Spira, yes, we had both her and Lautric disposed of. But surely you as elders can understand. Each of you were born here in this village. Each of you were around when Twin River Valley was destroyed. And each of you would know what happens when an outsider steps foot onto the Elder Council, as our former befallen elder did. It was his actions that attracted the House of Scales here in the first place. And yes, Lautric's money was nice, but it did nothing but cause problems as it attracted more and more factors who have turned our happy, safe little village into what it has become now, where our inn is blown out. We have lost more than one member to death by having been pushed over the railing, the lightning bolt from the assassins, the poison in the tavern 2 nights ago. But surely you will see fit to dispose of these two, and the town the village will forget that they ever even existed. The elders kind of confer among themselves and let out a deep sigh. Look at Lavinia and look at Petalin. They say, and his accusations are grave, that you do only intend to use your seat as elder to disrupt and destroy the Heart Ward. What explanation can you offer there?
We do not seek to destroy it. We only wish to gather information from it. As we are aware that Lena, Eldrick's wife, former wife, is the core of the ward. Our only intention is to have a brief conversation with her to get information regarding an item. We mean no harm to the ward itself. And given that a
Go ahead.
position of elder has been granted to me, I have every intention of staying within Treetop and filling that role of elder.
Make perception checks. You have a very faint. Actually, what are your passives?
13.
13.
10.
Okay, so 13 is good enough. You pedal in. You distinctly smell like burning wood, and despite the clouded vision and low lighting, you're pretty sure that the last few puffs or gouts of the vapor that came through the cracks in the floor were more black than blue. Teal. Okay, since you're not going to do anything.
Well, I was writing it down. Did the So it smells more like smoke than almonds.
Yep.
I'll
It's faint, but it's there.
I'll point it out to the madam. After she's done talking, I'll kind of nudge her and point. Is that smoke? Does anyone else smell something burning?
Is that the doing of your chamber?
As you call attention to it, the four elders get kind of a panicked look on their face, and they say, "No." And they look at Oriana and they say, "Are you positive? Or or were you truthful when you claimed to have slain Lautric?" And the look on her face is kind of clear that perhaps she may have exaggerated a little bit. And she turns on her heel and just starts to bolt from the chamber. Raspberrium will follow shortly behind her. And the four elders kind of stand in confusion, and they say, "The Heart Ward up above, it mustn't be damaged. But all of the Vino." And so they kind of confer among themselves for like a half second and agree. It's like two of them are going to go up, two of them are going to go down, except they don't know which two are going to go where. And so they're kind of bickering amongst themselves. Meanwhile,
Enough. Where do you need us?
they say, without the initiation, you won't know what to do. Without the rituals, you won't be able to interact with either safely. They say you should leave this chamber and let them work.
I'll turn
There
to
is
the
now
madam and say,
an undeniable scent of like wood burning smoke now filling the room.
I'll turn to the madam and say, we leave and protect the heart tree as much as we can.
All right, I'll tell the elders we'll do what we can from the outside.
Okay. You guys are gonna head up.
I suppose so.
Chamber. Oop. Oh no. Okay, I fixed it. That just closed the window. All right, so Lavinia and Petalin begin to ascend as best they can through the now smoke-choked hallways and stairways leading back up to the core of the heart tree. As you reach the main entrance level, you'll notice that there is still a stairwell leading upward, but it is guarded by a pair of silent suns. And you can see Oriana and Raspberrium both over there bickering with them, but even the silent suns aren't letting them past. And now that you're up on the main level again, you can see that there are flames licking at the outside of the tree as well as some of the bridges. Around this time is when Egg and Udinar would probably arrive down at the bottom. The Silent Sun seeing a 8.5 foot tall mud monster chasing a poor human who is wet, but not nearly as muddy since he can walk on water, would definitely level their bows and attempt to issue warnings to him to get down.
Do I hear them say it or do whatever they do?
They're silent suns.
Yeah.
And you would see them.
I see them.
So they're
Okay.
going to level their bows and like, one of them before he draws is going to like frantically gesture for Egg to like get out of the way.
Yeah, no, I stop moving, put my hands up, and just I'm like, whoa.
They'll kind of lower their bows and look at you. And then they're going to point at Egg and then point at Udinar and make like a shrug.
Homer, if you were muted, you still are, probably. If you've tried to say anything.
Yes, sorry.
I was muted too while I was watching, so.
Egg would jump in front of Udinar and say he's with me with his hands up.
They're going to gesture to him and kind of like imply that he's a monster.
He's not a monster. He is my friend.
Remember, he's Udinar is covered in mud and sticks.
Just
and
muddy.
foliage.
He's just muddy.
He's
dirty.
just
He needs a
muddy.
So, if Udinar wipes away some of the bog gunk, they'll realize that
Sure.
yes, he is still like 8.5 feet tall and enormous, but otherwise, sure, that seems to make sense. They're inclined to believe you, so they will lower their bows and just kind of look at you, waiting for something.
Yeah, I'll I guess like I'll start cleaning off a little bit, like removing mud from
You
my
press the
boots and stuff.
digitation, don't you?
I don't actually know. I feel like I would have used it if I did at some point.
You may not because you're a cleric, so I don't. know if
Right.
you have
I don't
access
think
to
I
it.
do.
think-
I have thaumaturgy instead, which is different. So.
Yeah, that would be the opposite of what you want to happen right now.
Exactly.
Okay. So as you guys are rolling up and seeing this, the smell of smoke is definitely going to start to waft over and be much more prevalent. And you can see deep within Treetop that there appear to be several fires, and perhaps realizing that you aren't the threat they thought you were, the Silent Suns are going to turn back towards that and speed off, quickly disappearing from sight.
Well, seems like there's an issue. Let's go.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. When there's fire to punch.
Yeah, whatever I say is I'm like catching up or whatever.
Follower, caked in mud as well, and some of it even freezing to him, will let out a low whimper and just kind of cower at the smell of smoke.
I'll run back and tell him to stay and get a good sense of where I am where I'm telling him to stay, and then run off.
Okay, so you guys are like northeast side of Treetop.
Gotcha.
So with that in mind, I will give you guys. So you're just gonna try and run and get up into Treetop.
Yeah, whatever the fastest way possible is.
It will be some time, but you guys will eventually pop up
Cool. I see. Yeah.
here.
Oh my god, Treetop is fucking huge, dude. Oh man. All right.
All right. So Lavinia and Petalin, you are now standing at the entrance to the heart tree. What do you do?
Are there any fires in our immediate area? Are they like at the base of the tree or?
I mean, the flames have definitely licked their way up the tree some distance. Some of the bridges have already collapsed from the fire. Those are the ones that aren't drawn. And like there is fire in this immediate area, but it seems largely around the heart tree.
Ooh, I do not have anything in my arsenal to put it out. Are there any villagers running around trying to put out the fires?
There are definitely a few like standard guardsmen that are doing their best. But obviously not. I mean, Treetop doesn't seem like it's well equipped to deal with large scale fire like this.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Just one more reason you shouldn't live in trees.
Let me see something really quick here.
It's really not the time for that discussion.
So those two are on that pathway that's east of us here?
They will be eventually. They're not there yet.
Oh, we were just passing by them as we were heading out?
Wait. Oh, wait. Who are you? Who do you mean those two?
Oriana and the other one.
Raspberrium?
Raspberrium.
Raspberry.
I don't
They
bother
are
remembering his name.
So they're like they'd be north of you guys, where the stairwell is leading up.
Oh, like okay, they're still within the tree.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is the heart tree, and there's a stairwell within the heart tree that leads up from where you are, and then there's one that leads down, and the one that leads up, that's where Orion and Raspberrium are arguing with a pair of Silent Suns who don't seem too keen on letting them past.
Okay. That was just my confusion. I thought they were not being let out of the tree.
No.
Okay, I'm going to. I don't know if this would work. What's the range on this spell? Hang. 15-foot cone. 15 feet. Okay. I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on myself so that I have Ice Breath.
Mhm.
And I'm going to use my Ice Breath to put out the fire anytime we come across it.
Okay.
Or if there's any way that I can attempt to use that to put out the fire that's on the heart tree itself, I'd like to, but I don't think that it's going to be close because it's probably further down the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a way that we can like move closer, that would be ideal, but I don't know which way we would go to do that.
I mean, you'd have to like get out onto the tree itself. Like nothing really internal at your level is burning. If you went down, maybe there would be fire inside, but
Okay. So we should probably. Madam, I think we ought to go down and try to put the fire out.
I just realized that these tokens have been invisible this whole time. So there are a pair of guards here as well. They're not blocking you. They're just standing at the ready. And then on the bridge, there are two guards that appear to be fighting with what look to be House of Scales lackeys based off of their clothing.
Oh, well, shit. That changes things.
Yes, sorry. I realized it was empty. I was waiting for you guys to ask me about them so I could explain what was going on.
Are the different letters to denote the different groups?
You should. Oh, I mean, they should also be. I don't know if they have little highlights for you guys or not. Like yellow means
It-
that they're neutral, and red is enemies.
Okay, yeah, if you
Yes,
zoom
in the
in far
combat
enough.
tracker. Oh yeah, and around the token too.
So I'll just point them out and be like, House of Scales at it again. What do you think? Time to prove our mettle to Treetop?
May I suggest thinking bigger picture?
Well, I think we ought to go down and try to put the fire out.
Or the bigger source behind it all, Lautrec.
Well, we have no idea where he is.
Let's appear.
I'm gonna call out to Raspberrium and Oriana and ask and be like, what are you doing? Are you not concerned with any of this? And I'll indicate the fight that's going on.
Mhm. Okay. Anything else? What do you want to do? Do you want to enter combat or do you want to do something else?
I want to go and try to put the fire out. Think we could try to do that if we went down the steps instead of steps going down here. I think that's the more immediate danger. Madam, do you have a preference?
I don't know how much you're going to be able to do with putting a fire out.
Okay.
And if we enter combat, we're just wasting time here.
Also worth noting, just so you guys know, that the big rectangle in the northwest is the nearest elevator.
Gotcha.
The private residences are it's the building in the very far southwest.
Do you think that Oriana and Raspberrium are trying to get up to the Heart Ward up there?
We don't know where it is. I mean, we have a general idea, so we could probably guess that's what it is, but
Do you think that we ought to go after them or enter combat? Because I only have one spell that could probably help us put the fire out, and it may not even do anything.
shit. I think we need to go talk to them and see what like big picture we need to do to
Okay.
get the situation under control.
Okay, so we'll go after Raspberrium and Oriana.
Okay. So you guys do that. How far is that from you guys? That's why isn't it 70 feet? So you can almost get there if you run.
I mean, yeah, there's a matter of urgency here.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys are gonna run up that way. Okay. Then while that's happening, I'm going to roll everybody's initiative. 1. Up. Spear. Misses. Okay. Guard 2. Gonna walk up. Spear. Also misses. 3 is going to thrust with his spear. Scales veteran easily batting it aside. The 4th guard will try the same thing. And yet his spear just scratches against the hardened armor of the Scales veteran ineffectually. Scales acolyte is going to begin chanting in a strange language. Happens here. Dexterity saving throw. Nothing happens if they save. Okay. So he wiggles his fingers and I guess nothing happens. I don't really understand. Oh no, he dodges out of the way of a pillar of light. Okay. And the second one, going to do the same thing at the same guard. Calls down a pillar of light. This time he fails to dodge and is scorched rather painfully. Petalin egg veteran. Veteran 1. Going to just take a swing at the guard in front of him. Swinging overhead with his longsword. Taking a large chunk of flesh from the ill-equipped, underprepared guard. Swings again. This time the guard does manage to get his spear up in time and bat the blade away. Second veteran, seeing a wound, is going to focus his attacks on the same wounded guard to try to break through. The guard, however, perhaps through some fortune and some skill, manages to avoid that attack. The second longsword comes by. He sidesteps that one. And, all right, Beldam, you and Petalin can act again. As, I guess at about, actually, no, this is top of the round. So, Oriana is going to pull out a whistle and blow it. And both of the Silent Suns just kind of, their eyes roll back in their head and they collapse. He's going to flee. 1, 2, 3. Up. 10, 11, 12. 9. Okay. Up they go. All right, Lavinia.
Those are jerks. We're trying to talk to them.
Oh, I'm sure you can catch them. Actually, you can get all the way here. It's counted.
Hmm.
Then can get here.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna call out to them.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
I know we're exactly not on the best terms right now, but we have a bigger situation we need to deal with right now. What do we need to do to make this right?
That's a lot. I guess she would kind of look over, like while sprinting up the stairs, is going to call back over her shoulder. Leave this to the locals, outsider. Flee while you still have the chance.
I guess I would say she's an elder too now. We'll help where we can. Oh, Egg, you're not hasted anymore.
Nope. I don't know how to take that off.
Let me see.
In the combat tracker under effects, you should be able to remove it. I can do it.
Okay. I don't see where effects are.
It's the little brain or the head with the 4 dots over it.
Gotcha. Okay. Now I know.
Yeah. And knowing is half the battle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There. That. So you're just kind of calling out to them and what did you say, Pedalin?
I said she's an elder too now. We will help where we can.
Okay. You guys are Egg and Udinar, you'll come in at the top of the next initiative.
All right.
So the guards are going to continue their fighting. Largely incompetent, it seems.
Where the fuck are those eagle eyes from the other day?
I know,
yeah,
right?
really.
Okay. I mean, they're really good at making deck saves. Veteran. Oh, he's not targeting anybody anymore. Still targeting. Good. This is a huge stalemate here as they're doing their best. Oh, they finally cut a guard down. All right, top of the round. So Udinar and Egg are going to be arriving now. I wish I could have multiple combat trackers because there's action going on over here too. All right. And this big combat here.
Big combat feel.
Yep.
Here and here. Three, I believe. So on either side of them, they've been hemmed in. All right. So, Madam Beldam, you now have top of the round, so you can act as you've caught up to and surpassed the speed of Oriana and Raspberrium. Yeah, she told you to flee while you could.
I'm gonna tell her I refuse to abandon the village.
She's going to counter with, you probably started the fires just so you could get to the Heart Ward. That's why we're going to protect it. In fact, as she says that, she's kind of going to turn and realize that you aren't really stopping. So she tells Raspberrium, prepare to slay the outsiders. If you will not leave, we will cut you down where you stand. You're going to stand in the way of the true elder.
Oh my god. What a hard-headed asshole.
Do you want to do
I'll say
anything? Or you
that.
want to pass
Yeah.
turn?
I don't know. Do I still? Can I still even say anything?
Sure. You can have another sentence or two.
Okay. Well, I will take a couple of steps back, and then zoom that far away. Yeah. Okay. Say this isn't the time to be fighting about this right now. We need to deal with whatever is going on. That's why we're trying to figure out where you need us to stop this.
Okay. Then guard fight.
Here we go.
He's gonna step over the body of his fallen comrade. Start attacking. Wow. He thrusts his spear right into the bridge. It was never even on target. It's gonna step up here, throw his spear past. Nope. Wow. This is actually terrible. All right, this one's dead. He died. All right, he's gonna, feeling the vigor and sadness of standing next to his comrade as he was cut down, he lets out a guttural yell and thrusts with all his might. Finally finding a chink in the armor of the Scales veteran and shoving his spear as deep as he can. Then the two guards that are hemmed in front of Udanar and Egg. First one's going to attack the Scales acolyte, thrusting his spear.
Those are
Punching
invisible, by the way.
Oh. Oh, that's why nobody said. Gotcha. There. There. He did stab through the cloth, dealing a significant portion of damage as the acolyte lets out a low grunt and blood begins to pool at the corners of his mouth. The guard, however, attacking the Scales veteran to see how he fares. Unfortunately, the spear just scrapes at the armored plates of the veteran's armor. The acolyte, realizing perhaps it would be best if he weren't in such a precarious situation, he's going to disengage. Back away, leaving the veteran to fend for himself. Veteran, wielding his long sword in one hand and a short sword in the other, starts swinging. Only the short sword finding purchase, as the other two are batted away expertly by the wounded guard. The lights are over here. Oh, they don't have a target anymore, so target this one. Fortunately that the guard saved. Well, unfortunate for the acolyte that the guard saved. This one didn't. He did not dodge the second, though, as the pillar of light streaks down and burns him. Oriana turns to Madame Beldam and says, "If you truly wish to help the village, then you will leave us to the defense of the ward. You will leave the elders to protecting the Venno below, and you will leave this place." Gonna ready her great sword. Oh, she didn't have a great sword, does she? She's supposed to. I don't know how to add one. Can I edit you? How do I edit? Ah, okay, like this. Um, or think I did it. No. It won't let me edit it. All right, that's fine. We'll just go with what she has. All right. So yeah. So I guess she doesn't have a great sword. She has a spear. She's gonna ready her spear. Udinar, you have the initiative, arriving perhaps panting but not entirely out of breath at the heart of Treetop, where you see many fires have already begun to spread, and there appears to be a full-fledged concerted offensive by several members of the House of Scales and the guardsmen of Treetop.
Okay. So from where I'm at, looking down to, I guess would be my right or the north, is there anything going on down that way, or is it pretty open and cleared?
It doesn't appear that there is anything going on. So the ones that have no ring around them, it's just a circle. That's like a residence.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna push past Egg, I guess.
I mean, you can just go past him. He's friendly. Unless he doesn't want you to push past him.
No, that's
Egg,
fine.
do you, okay. So that's my normal move,
Mm-hmm.
and then I can get up to there using my action, and then as a bonus, oh, am I gonna do this? Yeah, I'll do this. I'm going to cast, where the fuck is it? Why is this thing gone every time I go into this? Okay, there it is. I'm gonna spiritual weapon at the Scales veteran. Yep, that's
Okay.
good right there. And show these guards how to actually hit something.
Yeah. As the spectral shovel does its job, you hear a satisfying clang. The visible recoil of the veteran having been wounded.
Nice.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Right. Pedal in. The initiative is yours.
Would rolling insight take up my action?
It depends on what you're doing with the insight.
Well, Oriana was saying that she thinks that, we're enemies of the Heart Ward and she's defending it for the true Elder Raspberrium. Can I roll insight to see if she genuinely believes that, or if she's like maybe
Sure.
being influenced by something?
Oh, go ahead. Can't see the result because I have
It's
the map
11.
covering it. Oh, okay. Having dealt with Oriana before, she does seem a little bit more zealous than she has been. Like traditionally, when you guys spoke with her, she was pretty laid back. Like, she was serious, but she was easy to talk to and had a natural flow to her conversation. Yet everything she says now almost sounds like a pre-programmed or robotic response.
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do something probably a little bit stupid, but what can you do?
I have 100% faith in you.
All right.
It's not
I'm
D&D
gonna
if it's not
cast-
stupid.
What are you talking? When have we ever done something stupid this session?
I like the qualifier of this session.
And even then.
All right, I'm gonna cast Friends on Oriana to try to influence her.
So cute.
All that does is give you advantage on charisma checks.
Yeah,
Cast
but if I can
friends.
get her to let us help her protect the Heart Ward potentially against Raspberrium, who I think is behind all this bullshit, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so now that I've cast that on her,
Uh-huh.
I want to. I don't know what exact sentences to say, but can I roll a charisma check of some kind to persuade her to let us help her protect the heart ward?
What I would like to know is how you are going to help her protect it. Like what?
Well, I
what do
think
you,
let me break it down. I think that Raspberrium is mind controlling her. And so I want her to not attack us.
and you think that this magical mind control is going to be defeated by the power of words?
Well,
No,
I
the
don't
power
know.
of friendship.
It might. Yeah,
Right.
friendship is magic.
Well, again,
When you put it that way, it sounds dumb.
Yeah. I don't know if he is or not. I just,
Mhm.
I don't want her to attack us.
so
I
right,
want
so
to go
you-
with them to
the-
the heart ward.
the point being, so you think that she's being mind controlled.
Or
Like,
influenced. Yeah.
Okay, so you think that she is under the influence of some mind-altering substance, and you think that just being persuasive is going to help?
Well, it's not so much that
Okay, just make your persuasion check to try and convince her to let you join them on the way up to the heart
I
ward.
just don't want her to attack us. I want to be able to go with them to the heart ward. We'll figure out the rest out later.
So make a persuasion check to see if you can convince the person you believe to be magically mind controlled to let you up. That should be an advantage.
Oh, wow.
So 24. She looks at you and says, "Your witchery will do you no good here." Also, I think she would resist your friend's cast, or does that just automatically work?
There isn't a whole lot of language about it in the about resistance.
In Friends?
It's an enchantment cantrip. Use your action, choose a creature you gain advantage on it for the duration of the spell and the creature. Oh, okay. So it lasts for one action.
Well, it's yeah. A concentration up to a minute.
Did you read the spell?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So making her your friend, you say, "Let us go with you." Pretty, please. And she looks at you and just squints and says, "You can join, but not the imposter. No false elders."
Oh, snap.
Ah, shit.
No False Elders Club?
Yeah, gonna split the party more.
Oh god, that's such a bad idea. Okay, well,
Just roll with it. What's the worst that can happen?
I mean, who thinks I ought to do the dumb thing and split the party even more?
Well, only you can make that decision. You and Lavinia. Everybody else is too far away.
Do you have a backup character ready?
No. All right, well, I'll go with them, and then
Okay.
I'll kind of try to signal quietly to the madam, like, turn yourself invisible.
So, make a stealth check to see if you are able to quietly whisper that message. You don't know whether or not you were overheard, but you did your best to whisper.
Little does Pedalwin know I don't have it prepped.
Well, Oh, good.
All right, so Raspberrium motions for Petalin to follow him, and Oriana stays in place. And Raspberrium and Petalin quickly ascend to the top of Treetop. And the top of the heart tree.
What a strange turn of events.
All right, that's Raspberrium. He goes up with her. Egg, you have the initiative.
All right. Egg sees an enemy, so he's going to run forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to throw a javelin.
All right.
Blah. And he misses.
All right. Hoping not to hit Udanar, he adjusts his aim, and the javelin sails flying high overhead.
Then, I guess that's my turn.
You don't have any more javelins?
Can I do extra attacks on ranged?
Yeah,
How
it's an
much are
attack.
I mean, he has to
But I don't have the
draw
other
the
thing.
weapon. But
Yeah.
I can, as part of your, charge forward, I'm fine with you pulling 2 javelins out.
All right.
You have 2
I will
hands.
I will throw my other javelin then.
I think a 20 hits. It just, you weren't targeting him for some reason.
It's definitely targeting him.
Yeah, it
but
says
I
he's
don't
targeted.
understand.
I don't know.
Yep, that. All right, so a javelin appears in the chest of the javelin, or excuse me, a javelin appears in the chest of the veteran in front of Udanar. He looks just as surprised about it as you are. Scales veteran 1 over here. He's gonna finish his job. He's gonna cut down this guard.
Nope.
Well, he's gonna try.
Nope.
Nope. The guard is very good at parrying. My other veteran, he's like, okay, dude, seriously, this is how you do it.
That is
You
how you
got
do it. Yep. Instant death.
As he
Wow.
beheads the guard, he then follows through by swinging at the other guard next to him.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
And also beheads him.
Jesus Christ.
So he swings at the first one, and it cuts his head off, and he just follows through with that and cuts the head of the second guard off. They both topple over and fall from Treetop.
Fuck.
Madam Beldam, you now stand somewhat face to face with Oriana, who seems intent on not letting you pass as she glares at you from the end of her spear.
Do what you must, but I refuse to flee. I'll keep more from getting inside. Just make sure you protect that ward. And then I'm gonna make my way back down the stairs.
This is 6. If you
Yeah, I'll
wanna
call it
move-
there for now.
Okay, you don't want to move any further? Don't want to dash?
I suppose so.
Okay. You figure you're dashing out. Move over. This guard, he's dead. Guard number 2, seeing that terrible, terrible things have happened, takes a few steps back and throws his javelin at the acolyte in the back. One of the acolytes. Or his spear. Oh, that should actually, he should be doing that from here, and then he'll take a step back after throwing. That way he's not at disadvantage. Does deal some damage. He's down to his last spear, so he can't throw them anymore. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He falls back, realizes that he's the last guard left. And oh nope, not gonna delete him. Guard 5. He's gonna chase down the acolyte. He's gonna leaping spear attack with both hands.
Oh man.
And just punches right through the breastbone of the acolyte, pinning him to the bridge.
Whoa.
What a badass.
Yeah. The other guard, however, is still locked in combat with the heavily armored and talented Scales veteran. Tries his best.
He gets flanking though, doesn't he?
Flanking in 5th edition.
Because I'm on the other side.
Let's see.
Or does he consider me hostile too?
Let's see. There's no flanking rules default. Optional rules. Nope, we do not have. There's no flanking.
Okay.
It has to be. It's an optional combat rule.
Gotcha.
Rogues have a form of flanking in that if you're next to somebody who's attacking them, then they get advantage. But that's a rogue specific thing.
Gotcha.
Okay, so the acolyte is dead. The veteran, realizing now that there are people that aren't just dudes that have been told to hold spears and stand in specific places, realizes that perhaps his efforts might be better focused elsewhere, but he's going to finish the job first. Miss. Another miss. The ever-imposing threat and absolute menacing presence of Udinar keeps him from landing any blows on the poor guard. Acolytes here. What is that? Acolyte 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to step forward confidently and targeting the second guard to do his best impression of summoning fire from above. A very minor scorch just singed a little bit, burnt the eyebrows off the guard. I think we'll step forward and do much the same, hopefully to better result. Slightly better results as the guard is burned. Mariana saying Lavinia leave. Gonna stay in place as she was instructed to do. Noodles, you're up.
All right. What are the rules for trying to grab somebody and just throw them off?
Well, grappling is an action that can be made as part of an attack, and then you have to have a strength contest with them to. Actually, let me see. 5e shove. Shoving a creature. Using the attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks, this attack replaces one of them. Target must be no more than one size larger than you within your reach. Instead of making an attack roll, make a strength athletics check, contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics. If you win the contest, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. Make an athletics check.
Okay. Because I'm gonna do that, obviously.
Okay. Which veteran is it? 3?
Yes, 3.
Okay. Can you see that check?
Yes.
Yes.
So Udinar grips the veteran by the collar of his breastplate and just flipping, just easily, with little resistance, tosses him over the railing as he Wilhelm screams his way down several hundred feet.
Cool.
too far to hear the satisfying crunch. But
I'm gonna look at the guard in front of me and just say, well, what are you waiting for? Let's move.
he's gonna gulp and nod.
Am I able to still move? I guess.
Have you moved?
I have not, so
So yes.
5. I'll do there unless I'm
He-
contested by the guard.
Nope. He's gonna get right out of your way.
Okay. And I'm also gonna dismiss my weapon.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can't make it move fast enough to make it worthwhile.
Okay.
Because it only goes 20.
Evelyn, you're still going up. Raspberrian is mumbling to himself and grumbling as he hurries up the steps with you hot on his heels. Egg, you are up.
All right. Oh, I'm going to run just straight ahead. Can I retrieve my javelins? Or is one of them gone at least?
I'm pretty sure the one you missed is actually both of them are gone because the one you
Okay.
missed probably wouldn't have landed on the bridge. Make a percentile check. So you have a 10% chance of it having landed on the rope bridge.
All right.
That's a d20.
Oh yeah. You do the 10 percentile, right?
Hmm.
Why is it not? Oh.
So no, it is. They're
Okay.
both down
All right.
below somewhere.
35, 40, 45, 50. So I can move to here. Just running straight through. That's my turn.
Okay. Here. I wish that it wouldn't let me put things in half squares.
Yep.
Because that's actually really annoying.
Yep. Agreed.
I gotta find a way to duplicate stuff easily because the way that you have to do it is so frustrating.
There must be a bunch of shortcuts that they just don't, like, explain well in there somewhere.
Maybe.
Kind of scared about one of those Scales veterans up there, the one that beheaded the 2 guys. Yikes.
Yeah, he absolutely gave that man a haircut. All right. Egg's turn. All right, Scales veteran 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't reach, so he's just gonna step up imposingly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same. Madam Beldam, you have the initiative.
Oh boy. I am going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Okay.
in a line directed towards Acolyte 2, which, if it's 5 feet wide, should clip 1 and Veteran 1.
Okay. I see 3 failures on dexterity saving throws.
Ooh.
Instant death.
Oh my
Both
gosh.
acolytes are literally vaporized. 1 and 2. Yeah, literally vaporized. Gale's veteran is still standing.
I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Guard 2, sensing some assistance from beyond, hopefully finds his courage bolstered as he swings with his spear. No. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's so
He's gonna run
sad.
ahead. 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't stop on egg, so he's gonna stop there. Oh, you know what? They can actually run further than that. 2, 3. 12. Okay. 8. Skipped 8. Make your attack. Nope, you failed. Should have also gotten an attack. Oh, the spear just scrapes against armor.
These fucking
Surprise,
guards, dude.
surprise.
Wow.
They're trying their best, okay?
It's not
they're
good
trying
enough.
they're trying really hard to guard things.
There it
Look,
is.
this one did it. Yeah. He realizes that maybe don't stab the center of the chest. Go for like one of the weak points of the armor. And so he just lunges and shoves the spear right up in there and gets a good gout of blood, warm blood over his hands to reward him for his effort.
Ew.
Oriana stays put. Udinar.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just dashing all the way there. That's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Okay. Pedal in. Did you move 12 or 6?
12.
Okay. All right. Pedal in. Still a little bit further up. So I'm actually going to move you over to an analog of where you're going to end up. You're not actually there, but it's
Right.
an approximation of where you're going to end up. So, veterans are going to probably start wholesale murdering these poor guards. Yeah, there's a hit. And another hit. Yep. That's one guard who has been slashed and then stabbed into the afterlife. Into the river he goes. This veteran's going to try to do the same thing with ruthless efficiency. Perhaps not as effective. Indeed. As his guard still lives. Alright, here we go. That is a hit. And a miss. Wow. The guards only know how to parry second attacks. They have to get hit by one. So they're like, oh, okay, is that what he's gonna do? Then next time I'll be sure to knock it out of the way. Egg, you're up.
All right, I'll run to here. That's my turn.
All right, veteran 1. Miss. Miss. Wow.
He's still tingly from the lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he must be. He's having a hard time getting the grip on his swords.
This is a guy
Second
I'm
veteran,
worried
however.
about.
Yeah, veteran too. He's proven his mettle.
Yeah, he has.
That's a miss. That's a hit. And that did it. That cuts him down.
Good lord.
Then, utilizing a bonus action to read something that is inscribed on the back of his hand, he lets out a scream as it just like a purple cloud of flame engulfs his hand and begins to it just over time slowly begins to apparate and like form this shape of what looks like a large door just in front of him. There is now a glowing purple smoky door. And top of the round, Lavinia Beldam, what do you do?
I don't like that shit. I'm gonna back up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't used this in a long time. Let's third level magic missile.
All right.
Aw, cute.
That's 5 darts. 2 above. Yeah.
Okay.
Neat.
Veteran 1 goes down as he's just pummeled to death by razor sharp force cards.
Now, end my turn there in the pending disaster.
Okay. Acolytes. The dead guard. This will likely soon be a dead guard. Nope, he failed. So, is the guard dead? No, just very heavily wounded as the bolt of light streaks down from the sky. Acolyte 5 going to cast some magic, wiggling his fingers, and the 3 veterans around him are enveloped in a soft, glowing white light. Acolyte 6 to try to take down the 7th guard, summoning yet another sacred flame. This guard, however, has the reflexes of God and backhand springs, whips himself around the bridge or some shit, and manages to avoid getting struck. Flees ahead. The treetop bridges are quite long and narrow, perhaps by design. 7. Oh, he's still alive. I wasn't expecting that. He's gonna swing his spear. And that's what I expected, honestly. As he once again thrusts his spear as hard as he can right into the metal chest plate of the Scales veteran. Again, these people are just villagers that somebody has put, I'm guessing, chainmail. I don't even know. Yeah, a chain shirt and a spear. And I said, okay, go stand over there. This one, however, has apparently done some hunting before, as he realizes that you don't just have to stick the spear up against the metal plates of the armor. Does manage to wound his Scales veteran. You are unfortunately a dead man. Stays in place. Noodles, you're up.
All right. And that's my turn.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, pedal in. You and Raspberrium eventually reach the top chamber of the heart tree, wherein there is a great stone slab surrounded by this like vines and growing tendrils of plants, and some of them are blooming. They like a it's like a weird purple lichen, just like fully enveloping the table and the object at the center, which you can see appears to be a vaguely humanoid shape wrapped in cloth, fully covered. Uh, the room itself smells very densely of that sweet, sticky almond, um, and there is no light in the chamber other than the very faint bioluminescence of the strange plant itself.
Okay. What is Raspberrium doing?
Heaving and huffing and puffing.
Okay. I am going to ready Eldritch Blast in the event that any enemies, like the House of Scales people, come up the stairwell after us.
Okay. Veterans. Oh, veteran's gonna vet. Who is this? Number 3? You have nobody to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't get over there. So veteran 4. Swing his sword. Even with the effect or the beneficial effects of magic, manages to miss twice.
Wow.
Swinging his short sword, though, he does manage to get a hit.
Oh no.
Cuts the throat cleanly of guard number 8, who then topples over the edge. The 5th Scales veteran swing his longsword. That is a hit. Lopping off the head of the 7th guard, who again tumbles down below. Then Raspberrium, seeming to catch his breath, looks behind him to see that nobody is coming, pulls out his greatsword and swings it at Pedalin.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast.
You already used your reaction to ready an attack.
That's a reaction? Oh, I thought that was an
Yes.
action. Okay, never mind.
It is. You use your action to like it uses your reaction, doesn't it? Or does it not?
No,
oh no,
it
because you
doesn't.
can choose not to. Thank you, Egg, because you told
Yep.
me earlier you can choose not to. So yes, go ahead, cast
Mhm.
gravity well.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, okay.
If you had used Eldritch Blast, it would have used your
I
reaction.
guess I
Yes.
can target myself and do gravity well. Yep. Okay.
So as he swings, he says, "You and your ilk will not take this village from me." Avoid the first greatsword swing. Rounds back for a second one. Oh, that should have been at disadvantage as well, I think, because it's
Yes.
until the end of turn.
Yes.
Oh, well. It would have hit. Managed to keep your concentration. He does deal a very heavy 15 damage to you.
Oof.
Just as that blade cuts very deep, and leaves a great flowing gout of, or great flowing rent in your flesh where the blood flows free. It stings like a bitch, but as he once again follows up with, no foreigner will ruin this village like the last. Egg, you have the initiative.
Neat. That's my
Right.
turn.
Oh yeah, man.
This dead veteran Don't worry, you guys will have plenty of action once you get a little bit more. Okay, so the second scales veteran, is slowly entirely consumed by this like purple vaporous cloud, and eventually there is nothing left standing where he was except for the this enormous gate, um, like probably 15 feet tall and 15 feet wide.
Oh fuck.
Uh, that means it is the top of the round. So, uh, that can come out. Can come out. Any size. One moment. All right. Comes out. Steps out. This steps out. Wham.
Well,
Materializing from the large purple portal, as it seems to have been, are several Scales Knights and their large pets.
oh good.
Madam Beldam, you have the initiative.
Yeah, that's not great.
They shout, "For the prince!" And, or rather, the captain shouts, "For the prince!" and all of the soldiers echo with an ooh-ah. But not ooh-ah.
Yeah, I was gonna
just one
say.
ooh-ah. I sensed it and preempted it.
Nice.
Now, here's the dilemma.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I see the dilemma.
I'm
I see
a
the Dalai
wizard,
Lama.
and they're all clustered together.
Yeah. You have to do whatever you think you have to do, is all I'm saying.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it might be okay.
When Egg and Homer arrive, they'll get to clean up your bloody paste of corpse.
Well, fuck me. Yeah.
Now's the time to hit that oh shit button. It is the third act.
Yep.
That's a lot of d20s.
That is a lot of d20s. Wait, something's dying already?
I see dead things.
I see lots of dead things.
Oh, wow. Yeah, alright.
So
And I'll yell out to Oriana, we have a bit of a situation.
as you have turned to ash, the 7 scales knights
My kill
Wow.
through the
count
portal.
is phenomenal this episode.
All right, are you finished?
Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
All right, Oriana echoes back. My orders were clear. None shall pass.
I'll yell back, tell that to them.
Oh, God.
How far are you? 35, huh? Well, lucky you. He's gonna keep running forward. As the 2 Cyclopses lumber forward. Scales veterans. They see people coming. One of them shouts, hold them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The other the veterans say, gives that a yes, sir. And then veteran 5 says, we have to get to the Vino. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Captain 1. Moving towards the other stairwell at the opposite end of the room. Raspberrium. Wait, did Pedalin do anything?
I didn't do anything.
Why is he above you now? Oh, because I
shouldn't
accidentally I re-rolled his initiative. Hold on, let me put him back down. I think he's
I was
there.
about to freak out.
All right, Pedalin. Yeah, I had to roll the initiative for the 10 that just arrived.
Sure.
So I
Sure.
Okay. So it looks like Udanar is first, then Pedalin. So Udanar, you have the
Okay.
initiative.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to move here.
Mhm.
2. Could move up a little bit, but then I give away my attack. That's fine. I'm gonna do that. So I can move up to here and just not do anything.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Pedalin.
Okay, I'm gonna start by. Am I situated in a way that I can, that if I were to push him back with a cantrip, that he would fall down the stairs?
He'd hit the wall there first.
Damn. Okay.
I saw you spin the table, Paul.
Okay.
You
Well,
trying to
then-
DJ over there?
Wiki wiki. If I take a step to the right by 5 feet, is that going to draw an opportunity attack?
No. because
Okay.
you're not leaving his range.
Okay. So from here, I could push him down the stairs potentially.
You could push him like you can only push him in a straight line,
Right. Right.
so he wouldn't go down the stairs here either, because the stairs kind of start like here.
I can't see where. Oh. Right
Yeah,
there.
because they're kind of circular, right? Coming up.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
this
like a
area
spiral.
here is flat. Then okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it was worth a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to upcast Healing Word on myself so that I don't die.
Probably a good plan.
And then we'll start with trying to push him back at the very least.
Are you casting a ranged attack?
No, it's well, I mean, yes.
It's at disadvantage.
All right. Well, so be it. Unless I have something else. No, I can't because that's a leveled spell. That wouldn't work. Okay. Okay. Well, so be it. Disadvantage.
First blast goes over his shoulder.
Oh, that's a disadvantage too, so.
No matter what, you'll miss because you've already missed with that roll.
Okay.
If you roll better,
Sure,
it'll be
sure.
worse. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Is it worth
Anything
it to try
else?
to move?
I mean, you could take an opportunity attack and
Ugh. So bad. If he hits me with the opportunity attack, then I'm dead the next turn anyway. Probably better to not. I'll stay put.
all right. He's gonna target Petalin. Gonna swing his greatsword.
I'm gonna
That's-
use gravity well.
Does miss. Both attacks are stalled by the effects of the fluctuating gravity surrounding Petalin. Fifth guard, 1, 2, 3. Gonna get right up here, and he's gonna throw his spear
Oh no.
at the acolyte.
Hey,
Hits him.
here you go,
Spear
little
punches
buddy.
deep into his chest, and is just lodged there. And the acolyte's kind of just like holding it, like, oh fuck. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Egg, you have the initiative.
All right. Egg is annoyed at all the people in front of him. 5, 10, 15, 5. So we'll just get in line.
All right.
And then
You
he'll,
don't have any-
hop on his. Well, I'm doing a double act move to get that close.
Mhm. You don't have any
he'll
ranged
just-
weapons?
I do, but I'm using
enough.
double move to get this close.
I got you. Okay.
And I am low on ranged weapons at this point. But
Mm.
yep, that's my turn.
All right. The acolyte, not being a fan of having a spear sticking out of his chest, will rub his chest with his hand and get a little bit better as the spear is pushed out by the magic that knits the wound closed. He's going to realize that there is an onslaught of dudes coming, And they don't just look like people wearing chain shirts holding shoddy spears. And he's going to move down here. Fifth Acolyte, however, is much braver and will attempt to call down Sacred Fire on Udinar. Does nothing as you dodge out of the way effortlessly.
I've seen that move before.
And apparently. The sixth Acolyte will try the same. And while you have seen the move before, you can only dodge so much in such a narrow space.
I jumped into the other one.
Yeah, you must have. All right. Madam Beldam, you have the initiative.
This fight is crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna move around over here.
I'm going up the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a fucking gamble.
Tell me about it.
We have total confidence in you.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on Oriana.
She succeeded.
Rolled a fucking 15.
Wow. Well, that sucks.